Health economics is the science which is responsible for analyzing the statistical data and develops specific strategies of value for money based on the satisfaction of social needs. This science takes account of the various socioeconomic backgrounds and of each country's healthcare legislation. The funding and the configuration of sustainable healthcare continues to attract controversy around the world. In many countries, the operation of the healthcare system is an important political issue, and any proposed changes to meet emerging challenges are often difficult to implement. This report pays close attention to the selection of information sources, an indispensable element in such a complex and delicate sector, highlighting the social impact of economic and health policies development. There is a particular focus on the comparison between the different health systems of the countries concerned, emphasizing in particular the socioeconomic aspect of the paths that the analyzed system engaged to organize the different health systems, with a view to meeting two different and increasing citizens' needs. Through the topics discussed, it will have an overall view of the economic and health landscape. It will understand the importance that health occupies in our society and the impact which has on the quality of life. It will be explained also the organization of the various systems in all over the world, because each country has its own health system, and it will compare each other from the economic and sociological point of view. In some of the high-income countries, in particular Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, and the USA. This comparison will enable us to have an idea of what is the most effective and efficient, and it will be highlighted the changes made over the years, thanks to some factors such as technological innovation, immigration, demographic growth, and the economic crisis. It will introduce some projects regarding the role of the interpreter and the importance of the cultural linguistic mediation in the healthcare. The awareness of the importance that the issue of sustainability of health systems occupies in society and the common life of all citizens inspired me. Everyone needs to be informed about the subject in question because, in addition to being very fascinating, healthcare is a socioeconomic value of primary importance, not only in Italy but in any country in the world. Today we have different factors that undermine the sustainability of all health systems: the progressive aging of the population, the rising cost of innovations, especially the pharmacological ones, and the constant increase in demand of services and benefits by citizens and patients. However, the sustainability question is not only of a financial nature, because an available funds increase certainly cannot solve five critical issues documented in the industrialized countries: the variability in the use of health services, the adverse effects of the excess of medicalization, inequalities due to the underutilization of the top performance healthcare services, the failure of prevention strategies, and the wastage, heights at all levels. The issue of the national health system sustainability must be addressed not only in the macroeconomic restrictions of public finance, but also in other perspectives following a multidimensional approach able to promote a partial view of health protection policies. Health is an essential condition for growth, often underestimated. Italy, as well as the whole of the European Union, is going through a period of deep economic crisis combined with a phase of significant budgetary constraints, which turning in measures to cut and reduce the healthcare services expenditure. From the economic and financial point of view, there is a contraction in resources available on the international scene, followed by a spending review. On the clinical side, on the one hand, there is an epidemiological evolution with aging population and an increase in disease. On the other hand, the use of methodologies of care with advanced technological care and therapeutic requirements. The countries described in this thesis are all involved in the development of their organization in order to optimize the resources employed and to transfer as much health as possible to their citizens. Currently, countries have to deal with this situation and face a structural change capable of dealing with the external dynamics of the system concerning the social, economic, environmental, and demographic situation of individual countries. According to the international ranking charted annually by Bloomberg and considered by various health organizations, Italy is ranked third in the world, first among European countries, for efficiency, for patients' life expectancy, nearly 83 years on average, for the per capita cost of the healthcare system, a crowning that is a surprise for our country's public opinion. So, we can say that a number of change processes affected most of the world's healthcare systems over the last 30 years, which are characterized by national and local reforms. The demographic, socioeconomic, and epidemiological change processes need a structural change in the system that can focus the attention of the entire system on the person and its needs, seeking to satisfy them through investments in this area, which we must consider among the most important for the country's public welfare.